Brexit is one of the most significant events in modern British history, and its impact is still being felt today. It all started with the 2016 referendum, where 52% of voters chose to leave the European Union. This decision was driven by a combination of factors, including concerns over national sovereignty, immigration policies, and economic contributions to the EU. Many British citizens felt that the UK had lost control over its laws and policies, as decisions were being made in Brussels rather than by the British government. Others were worried about the economic cost of EU membership, believing that the UK was contributing more to the EU budget than it was receiving in return. Immigration was also a key issue, as free movement within the EU had led to an increase in migration, sparking debates over job competition and pressure on public services. Following the referendum, then Prime Minister David Cameron resigned, having campaigned for the UK to remain in the EU.
Following that, Theresa May became Prime Minister, taking on the enormous task of managing the United Kingdom's departure. She wanted to leave the single market and the customs union to give the United Kingdom full control over its laws and borders. But her withdrawal agreement caused huge controversy. The backstop, designed to avoid a hard border between Ireland and Northern Ireland, sparked intense debate, and Parliament rejected her deal multiple times. In the end, May couldn't overcome the political deadlock and resigned in 2019.
That's when Boris Johnson took over Prime Minister, promising to get Brexit down. He called for a general election later that year and won a massive majority, giving him the power to push through his version of a Brexit deal. He renegotiated the agreement with the European Union, replacing the backstop with the Northern Ireland Protocol. This arrangement kept Northern Ireland aligned with European Union trade rules to avoid check on the Irish border, but it created new trade barriers between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK. The UK officially left the European Union on January 21, 2020, but the transition period allowed trade and other arrangements to stay the same until the end of that year. Just before the deadline, a trade deal was finally agreed upon, avenging tariffs but introducing new bureaucracy and restrictions.
The effect of the Brexit has been far-reaching. Economically, trade with the EU has become more complicated, with businesses now facing extra costs and delays. Sectors like fishing, agriculture, and even financial services have struggled to adjust. Politically, Brexit has caused serious divisions within the UK itself. In Scotland, which voted to remain in the EU, there's growing support for independence, while in Northern Ireland, the protocol has led to tensions among unionists who felt cut off from the rest of the UK. On the global stage, the UK has been trying to rebuild its relationship outside of the EU, signing trade deals with countries like the US and Australia. However, these deals haven't yet made up for their loss of trade with Europe. Meanwhile, Brexit has left deep divisions in British society, with debates over immigration, identity, and sovereignty continue to shape politics. Even now, citizens and businesses are adjusting to the changes, and the full impact of Brexit will most likely be felt for many years to come. So while Brexit may technically be done, it's clear that its story is far from over.